Okay, let us discuss the problem number 1.81. So this says there is a prism with angle alpha. Let us call this object as 1. And there is a bar that is placed over this prism. Let us call this as 2. And mass of prism is m1. So this has a mass m1. So let me write here. And this has a mass m2. That is given in the problem. So this rests on a horizontal surface. So this is a horizontal surface. So this surface is basically a smooth. That is given. Assuming that the friction is negligible, so all surfaces are smooth. So you will have mu is equals to 0 everywhere. Find the acceleration of prism. So find acceleration of prism. So how will you proceed for this problem? Let me see how many of you just draw the free body diagram and tell me in which direction the prism will move and in which direction the bar will move, that the bar with object 1 and object 2. Give me the reason why the prism will move. Okay, let us discuss. So, due to G sin M2 G sin alpha, this will have a tendency to go down because there is a force of mg that is acting in this direction. So, M2 G sin alpha, this block will go downward. Now, for this object, so let us say if I make the free body diagram, so there will be M2 G sin alpha that will act downward. I will make the new diagram also. Are you getting? And there is a normal reaction that will act on this prism in this way, and on this it will act in this way. So let me make another diagram. So this is my M2G and this is my M1G, that is the prism. So prism has a mass M1. Now on this there is a force in this direction, that is M2G sin alpha I will have. In this direction there is a force that is M2G cos alpha I will have. So this is M2G cos alpha. Now there will be a normal reaction that will act on this in this direction. Are you getting? And the same normal reaction will also act on this mass, because Newton's third law, normal reaction has to be equal. If this normal reaction is n, then this reaction also has to be n. Let us see, and that's why this normal reaction will have a one component in this direction and one component in this direction. So this angle is alpha. So this angle is also alpha, because this angle and this angle are alternate angle. This angle is 90 minus alpha. So I will have this normal reaction, this side component will be, so this is 90 minus alpha. So n cos 90 minus alpha, so this will be n sin alpha. Are you getting or not? If you are confused, then I can show you again. Are you getting or not? So let me show you again if you are confused. So let us say this is my prism. On this prism, normal reaction is acting in this way. Now I have to take component of this normal reaction in this direction. This angle is basically 90 minus alpha. You can prove yourself. So this angle is 90 minus alpha. So this is n. So this side will have n cos 90 minus alpha, so this becomes n sin alpha. And this force will basically move this object this side. Let us say this, the prism moves this side with acceleration a. So the prism moves, let us call this a naught. Prism moves in this direction with acceleration a naught. Now this bar is basically have two acceleration. It is moving over this prism, and prism itself is moving in this direction. So this is as a two acceleration. One is it is going down, another is this object is also going this side, because prism itself is going this side. So let us assume acceleration of this rod with respect to this prism is a1 downward. So let us say this has a1 acceleration, but this a1 is with respect to prism, so you have to mind. So this is with respect to prism. Are you getting? Now for this frame is a non-inertial frame, so I have to apply a pseudo force. So this is going this side with a0, so I have to apply pseudo force in this direction. So let us apply a pseudo force in this direction. ma0, so mass is m2 and acceleration is a0, so this is the pseudo force. Now we have equation, now we have to only solve. For this object, I can write equation that is n sine alpha is equals to mass into acceleration. For mass this, prism has a mass m1 and acceleration is a0. So this is my equation number 1. Let us say write equation for this. So this block, I can write equation in two directions, in this direction, in the perpendicular direction. So in the perpendicular direction, let us write first. This side we have a force that is m2g cos alpha. This side we have a normal reaction. And now pseudo force will also have a component in this direction. Now see, so if you are slightly difficult to see here, I can make you another diagram. So let us say this object m2. Are you getting? Now this side you have m2g cos alpha. This side you have normal reaction. This side you have m2g sin alpha. And this side you have m2 times pseudo force a0. Are you getting? I have to take components. So let us say, now you can see yourself, this angle is basically alpha. Are you getting? If this angle is alpha, then this angle is also alpha because alternate angle. So this side pseudo force will have component m2 a0 cos alpha. This side m2 a0 sin alpha. So let us say I can write here itself. So this also have a component in this direction m2 a0 cos alpha. This side will have another component m2 a0 sin alpha. So let me put here m2 a0 sin alpha. Are you getting? So this is the normal reaction you have. This is m2 a0 sin alpha. Let us write equation in this direction and this direction. So in this direction there is no motion, so I can write normal reaction plus m2 a0 sin alpha. This is equals to m2g cos alpha. So this is my equation number 2. In this direction again I can write equation. So in this direction this block is moving with acceleration a1, so I can write m2g sin alpha plus pseudo force m2 a0 cos alpha. No other force is acting. This is equals to mass into acceleration. So mass is m2 and acceleration is a1. So this is equation 3. We have to find out what is the acceleration of prism, that is we have to find a0. Are you getting? So using these three equations we have to find a0. So I have this equation and this equation. I have to find a0. So what can we do is, so let us find a1 first. Try to solve this equation yourself. I can also try. In this case basically m2 goes out. So how can I solve these equations? I want to find basically a0. Basically we can solve for a0 only using equation 1 and 2. So you see, n can be written as m1 a0 by sin alpha. So from 2 I can write. From 2 I can write n is what? m1 a0 by sin alpha. m1 a0 by sin alpha plus m2 a0 sin alpha. This is equals to m2g cos alpha. Now if I take a0 common, So I will have m1 plus m2 sin square alpha, and this side this sin alpha goes, so we will have m2 z cos alpha sin alpha. So I can solve for a naught. So a naught will be m2z sin alpha cos alpha divided by m1 plus m2 sin square alpha. Now this is a fairly easy problem, you see. In this case even we have not used one equation. If you divide by m2, you can get the answer in a different form also. So this is a fairly easy problem you have. Only thing is you have to apply the concept of pseudo force. So this is the acceleration of a naught, that is the acceleration of prism, and prism will go right. So you copy this one. If you have any confusion, let me ask. There is basically no need to make so many diagrams. You can only make 2 free body diagrams. That will be enough, because I am doing these videos and that's why I have to make things simpler. So that's why I am making 2 or 3 times free body diagram. Otherwise you can make only 1 time free body diagram, that is enough. I think you have copied this one. So if you have copied, then I can go for the next problem. Okay, let us discuss the next problem.